Atlanta, 83rd minute. Argentina are losing. Messi has already missed a penalty, hit the post, and looked finished, and then Montiel rolls it back to him. Half volley, off the bar, and in. The greatest of all time refuses to die. Stay with me, because this might be one of the best knockout games ever played. Egypt are screaming robbery. A third legend just played his final World Cup match, and the quarterfinals are officially set. Let's go. 3 goals in 11 minutes from a team that looked dead. Christian Romero's header on 79 from a Messi cross. Messi himself on 83, that half volley off the underside of the bar, his 21st World Cup goal. And in stoppage time, a counter, Lautaro crosses, and Enzo Fernandez buries the header. 3-2, Argentina, from 2-0 down, into the quarterfinals. Egypt, destroyed. Now rewind, because for 78 minutes, this was Egypt's masterpiece. Lionel Scaloni had gambled. Tagliafico, Paredes, and Alvarez, all in. It didn't help the start. 15th minute, Marwan Attia's deep cross and Yasser Ibrahim Powers a header home. 1-0, and Egypt's disciplined shape had the champions chasing shadows. Then Argentina got their lifeline. Tagliafico wiped out in the box, a penalty on 21, and Mustafa Schobert flew to his left and saved from Messi. His second penalty miss of this tournament, after Austria in the groups. 4 of his last 8 World Cup spot kicks, missed. Moments later, Messi curled a free kick onto the post. It was becoming one of those days, and Schobert was just getting started. A point-blank McAllister header, parried. A Julian Alvarez strike destined for the bottom corner, one of the saves of the tournament. On the hour, Salah releases Mustafa Zico, who dinks Emi Martinez with an ice-cold finish. An all-time World Cup counter-attack goal ruled out. VAR found a foul on Lisandro Martinez at the very start of the move. Furious protests. And here's the twist. 7 minutes later, Zico did it again. Another blistering break, and this one counted. 2-0 Egypt. Argentina's players, heads bowed at the drinks break. The champions were gone, except they weren't. 11 minutes. And the cruelest detail of all, Schobert, the hero, got a hand to both of the first 2 goals. Fingertips on Romero's header, a touch on Messi's half volley before it cannoned in off the bar. Brilliant all afternoon, and it still wasn't enough. Argentina broke and scored. Egypt's coach called it an injustice, flat out. Messi, who had cried tears of despair at the second half drinks break, was crying very different tears at the whistle. His goal streak now covers all 5 of Argentina's games this tournament, and spare a real moment for Egypt and for Mohamed Salah. This was almost certainly his final World Cup match. At 34, the man who dragged Egypt to their first ever knockout win, who beat Australia with a Panenka, walking off the biggest stage for the last time, 1 VAR call, and 1 penalty shout from a quarter-final. That's Neymar, Ronaldo, and now Salah, 3 legends, gone from World Cups forever, in the space of 4 days. So, the debate the whole world is having, that disallowed Zico goal and the penalty shout seconds before the winner. Were Egypt robbed in Atlanta, or did the champions just do what champions do? Pick a side, comments, and be honest. And Argentina's reward? A team that has now gone 10 games without losing, and just won a knockout tie without conceding a single shot. Ruben Vargas steps up, 5th Swiss kick, and buries it. Switzerland are in the quarterfinals. Colombia are out. And the quietest team at this World Cup just kept on winning without anyone noticing. The rewind is a chess match. 120 minutes, 0 goals, 2 defenses in total control. The closest anyone came? John Lucami's header off a corner, crashing off the crossbar. Gregor Kobel clawing away a Quintero knuckleball from distance. Camilo Vargas denying Amdouni from point-blank range. Xhaka with 1 late clean look. Otherwise, attrition, discipline, always coming. And in the shootout, the Swiss were silk. Xhaka, top corner, setting the tone like captains do. Amdouni, calm as you like. The keeper sent the wrong way. Itten, calm. And the moment that decided it, Davinson Sanchez, off the bar. Luis Diaz kept Colombia breathing, but Ruben Vargas ended it with the coldest kick of the tournament. Switzerland, still unbeaten in 10 under Murat Yakin, have now beaten Algeria, shut out Colombia, and haven't conceded a single goal in the entire knockout phase. And still nobody is talking about them. Maybe that's exactly the plan. Colombia go home having lost precisely 0 games in 90 minutes at this World Cup. Football is cruel. Quick one. Switzerland, 1-0 wins, clean sheets, shootout nerve. Are they the smartest team left in this tournament, or the most beatable quarter-finalist on the board? Pick a side. Either way, they get Messi next. But first, the awards, and a golden boot that finally has an outright king. Quick one. Subscribe to Pitchside FC for a fresh debate every morning. Right, the awards. Player of the day, and today it's a genuine argument between winner and loser. Contender 1, Lionel Messi, a missed penalty, a hit post, and then a cross for 1 goal, and an all-time equalizer, redemption in real time. Contender 2, Mustafa Schobert, a penalty save from Messi, 3 more world-class stops, and a place in history, one of only 3 keepers this century, with 2 penalty saves at a single World Cup. And Contender 3, Granit Xhaka, 120 minutes of control and the shootout's coldest kick. For me, it's Schobert, in defeat. Saving a penalty from the greatest of all time and still ending up on the wrong side of history is the cruelest brilliance this tournament has produced. But if you're voting Messi, tears to triumph in 11 minutes, nobody on earth would argue. Who's yours? Pick a side. And the Golden Boot has an outright king. Messi's equalizer takes him to 8, clear of Mbappe and Haaland on 7, with Kane on 6. And remember, Messi has scored in every single game, 5 from 5, with a quarter-final still to come, and Mbappe, Haaland and Kane all play this weekend with a chance to answer. The greatest scoring race in modern World Cup history is going to the wire, and every one of them features in the bracket we now have in full. 8 teams, 4 ties. Here's your final 8 board. Thursday, France against Morocco. The 2022 semi-final rematch, France heavy favourites, around 60% to 15. Friday, Spain against Belgium, the wall that hasn't conceded all tournament against the attack that just put 4 past a host, Spain 59 to 17. Saturday, Norway against England, Haaland versus Kane, a golden boot duel inside a quarter-final, England favoured, roughly 52 to 23. And Saturday night, Argentina against Switzerland, the champions who keep escaping, against the team nobody can break. Argentina 57 to 17. But tonight's big one is the question hanging over the whole tournament. Can anyone actually knock Argentina out? Twice now. Twice. African sides have had the champions 2 goals from dead. Cape Verde took them to the 111th minute. Egypt had them buried at 2-0 with 12 to play. And both times, Argentina walked out alive. The case for the champions, that escape gene is real, and it's the single most valuable trait in knockout football. Messi leading the boot on 8. Enzo, Romero, Lautaro, all delivering in the clutch. A group, in their own words, that never gives up. The case against, look closer. That was the second oldest starting 11 Argentina have ever named at a World Cup. Slow starts in back-to-back games. 2-0 down to the 69th ranked side in the world. Legs cramping in the heat. Sooner or later, a team that keeps living on the edge falls off it. And Switzerland, unbeaten in 10, conceding nothing, are precisely the kind of team that pushes you there. So, the big one. Pick a side. Is Argentina's great escape act the mark of champions, or a countdown to collapse? Do Switzerland, who haven't conceded a knockout goal, finally silence the escape artists on Saturday night? And with the final 8 locked, France, Morocco, Spain, Belgium, Norway, England, Argentina, Switzerland, hand on heart, WHO wins this World Cup. Every pick, every argument, in the comments, right now. Drop your picks, argue it out. We read every single one. Best takes get pinned. Subscribe to Pitchside FC. Turn on notifications. Daily World Cup breakdowns all the way to the final. Pitchside FC. Pick a side.